Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have for you from the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2024 a Swiss Round 2 matchup between Digshake and Homewrecker. On tracking, we have JLo, and I'll pass it over to our commentary team of Vix Rider and Royale with Cheese. Take it away, you two.
Hello, everyone. Ready for another exciting night of Swiss Round 2 of the Z2R Standard Tourney. Vix, how are you tonight?
Not too bad. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah,
Should be a
this
good race.
should be a good race. Yeah, this should be pretty exciting. Digshake defeated TA 909 in round 1. Homewrecker defeated Talon 116 in round 1. So this is our 1-0 matchup this
Yep,
week.
and our second to last run of the week. Because there's one more race at 7 o'clock, and then that will be the end of week 2.
Yeah. And this is going to be a really interesting matchup. We're going to be off here in right now. Digshake, the well-known creator of the randomizer, the main developer up until version 4 early, and Homewrecker not even picking up the randomizer until version 4. So, okay, Barba with the hammer.
I was going to say, we did see a hint. I wasn't able to catch what it was with Barba, but it looks like we have an Islands West. So, could be very interesting depending on how deep the boots are. Although it looks like we might need the boots to get off this main area with GP immediately being found. Nope, we have some roads and bridges.
Yeah, still looking pretty islandsy though.
Yeah. Just how trolly of an islands biome will we get tonight?
Yeah. Basically, do we get early boots or do we have to go digging for them? I find a lot of times boots tend to be earlier in islands. Not always, but a lot of the time.
So we immediately have 2 connector caves. Looks like we have either Parappa of Fairy and then the back end of Jump Cave. As Digshake finds P2.
Trophy Cave for Digshake. Home is kind of following in Digshake's footsteps here a little bit.
Yeah, there's really not much room for divergence right now.
Not yet, yeah. Oh, okay.
Free game.
Okay. Seed is just free, I think. Okay, here's a slight bit of divergence. Home wandered into Mito, which has life today.
No, but the problem is Home has gone south, and we know with that glove where it's at.
He'll get back up there. Like there's only so many places to go without boots. So as long as boots aren't here in P-Bag Cave where Home is,
yeah,
he will get back up to that glove.
Digshake found the other end of what was Fairy Cave.
Fairy Cave, yeah. Okay, so we've seen Fairy, we've seen the backside of Jump.
And it looks like Jump goes to that cave a little bit further to the left. Digshake takes an up and A, and he's headed through...
to the back of Jump.
Alright, so he's going to head through Jump Cave. I don't think he saw that there's just a land... a couple piles of land that he can walk to the south from.
No, he might not carry that. He might be farming some XP. Oh, bouncy cats in the dark. Okay, so this is just a pea bag in Western pea bag cave. So it at least doesn't give Home the boots to go wandering around. He's gonna probably have to go back up north and explore those other caves.
It was a nice P-Bag drop, though. He was able to get Home a couple levels to make his walk back out of P-Bag Cave a little bit easier.
Yeah, 500 pointers early on are really, really nice and helpful. 1-ups in the drop pool.
He's got to be careful, though. He's down to his last life.
Yeah, he sure is. Okay, this should be the end of Jump Cave for Digshake here. Yeah, he's gonna also see Mito.
For the hints. 'Cause we have a boulder block that we see on home side.
We sure do. That could be Parappa. We haven't seen Parappa pass through yet. It could be an item cave. We know the hammer is in P6.
Yeah, I'm leaning more toward an item cave because we're still missing quite a bit of map we can't get to in the south. Oh, home's looking for Bagu, it looks like. Which is
Yeah,
not
I mean,
a bad idea because that might...
you know, when you see big patches of forest like that, yeah, I think that, I mean, you know, we have seen several seeds where Saria is the answer.
Oh, there's a
Okay.
connector to the maze. So that's a way off of the west right now.
Home still hasn't gone back up to... Okay, so he found the front end of Jump Cave. Can't do anything with that. He's already seen the back, though. Has not yet gone back up north to Trophy Cave. Is maybe heading that way now. Digshake got his 500-point P-bag. So both runners at Attack 2, Magic 2. Oh, I guess Home has a life level on Digshake. Digshake's 222, Home is 223.
I mean, this is...
Okay, here's the glove for Homewrecker. If he can stay alive, I think. Is this his last life?
Unless he got a drop, yes.
I didn't see him get a drop.
He should be okay, though. All that's left is the Dyra.
Just don't get stabbed in the face, please, Home. Okay, good.
Alright.
Oh, and an attack level. Okay. Well done. Digshake's gonna check out the boulder block and head to the east of that boulder. I don't think Home showed us too much this way, did he?
No.
200-point P-bags in the drop pool is nice.
Home got a very generous enemy set, because usually when you drop into Fairy Cave in the dark...
on almost zombie strats, you're just dead, yeah.
Yeah, it can be...
Oh, hey, there's a raft tile.
Quite dangerous.
There's a raft tile on Maze Island, and a bridge.
And a bridge.
Wow. Okay. Okay, dude.
With
and a
the
trophy
in the magic container spot. Which is in a really awkward spot of the maze.
Yeah, it's always fun when these, you know, you have to pass through them multiple times.
Yeah. So now, it looks like Home is going to take us to another part of the west that we haven't seen, which is south across this bridge, which I just saw a... Oh, and there's another cave on the maze board.
Okay. Just go to Maze Island.
The maze takes you everywhere. Let's see what this grass tile is, though.
To Death Mountain. Okay, a heart container. That's fine. That's fine.
Or this early in the game? Yeah, heart containers are never a bad find.
Digshake finding the second item here on Maze Island. And hey, there's another palace on Homewrecker's side.
We've seen GP2, and then this will be our third palace.
Yep. Okay, so that's another 500. Yeah, that 500-point P-bag.
Game is being fairly generous with the points this early. Doesn't look like we have a 500 bag in the drop pool yet, but...
No, we've seen some 200s, though. Okay, P1.
200's not bad. So, personally... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, don't do that, Home. Just don't do that. I mean, maybe to farm XP, because he's kind of close to a level, but, you know, there's a cave here that you can... Okay, is this... This is Heart Container Cave, so this is an item cave. Meanwhile, Digshake giving this orange Lizalfos business over here. 300 for the orange, guys? That's a nice early farm, especially.
Yeah.
So good levels early on, good P-bag drops. You know, a not brutal enemy set.
Nice magic container.
Sure. I don't think this is going to make Homewrecker like Granny anymore. But, you know,
There's
it's nice
a
to have
reason
some
his,
early containers.
There's a
His
reason
file.
his file name is Get Granny. Alright, and we are boots or Bagu locked from the rest of the West, it looks like. So that's kind of good for home, finding what he has found, because now he can just go to Maze Island and keep going. And it looks like Digshake is doubling back, and I might explore more of the West that he can to go south. Just unfortunate that we have only seen one town.
Yeah, we really are. We are missing spells. We are missing our 2 free spells, our Raru and Saria. And for Digshake, he can, you know, full clear Rudo on the way. Like, he doesn't have to get the hint for the trophy and go back. And that might be the case for Homewrecker too. He may get to the island and explore there, get those items.
Because if I'm reading this right, it looks like Digshake has found Bagu's Woods, so there is a way south.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't see Homewrecker. Digshake has found Bagu. Yeah, Homewrecker didn't explore this larger patch of woods here by Mito.
So that'll enable Digshake to get through Saria down to
up in A.
And also get Jump Spell.
Very good. Jump Spell gonna come in handy. He'll be able to go to that free Mito and get down stab. What will Homewrecker do next? So, okay, Maze Island. So
Did we
he's
see
right
the palace
here.
on the maze?
Digshake, I don't think went in the
didn't
palace on the maze.
Recall him walking through. And as is tradition, nobody in town knows anything.
Imagine. Actually, there was a race icon the other night that had a lot of hints, but yeah, usually it is a bunch of know-nothing. Okay, so Homewrecker will also be able to get whatever's in Mito should he choose to, or Rudo should he choose to, once he heads back that way. Jump spell for Digshake.
That looks like a mean death mount.
Yeah.
Of course, you get an early islands biome in the west, and then you get... I think that was... Oh, and here's our other 2 towns.
Okay, Homewrecker just showed us Palette Score on Maze Island.
With a free Reflect. So that's a good find for Digshake. Yeah, these hints are... I like the instant text when I'm playing. When I'm commentating or tracking, instant text is kind of rough.
A little bit, yeah. I missed it completely.
But there was something in P4. Alright, and Home got the P-bag out of the maze, so let's see if he's gonna take an up and A. Let's see if he channels our good friend Tyvarius 37 and rushes what I'm assuming is gonna be the east across this bridge. Rudo is fairy.
Okay, so
that puts Digshake into a very good position.
Most likely required trophy today. It does look like Homewrecker is going to make a play for this bridge.
As long as he doesn't take a mace to the face. Or 2. Or maybe 3. Okay, so Fairy is really good because that'll let Digshake, especially since we know P1 is on the west and P1 is like the shortest palace. So that'll be a quick clear and a quick item.
Yeah. Yeah, so Fairy puts palaces in logic, technically. Either Fairy spell or magic key. Those are the things that put palaces in logic. So digshake
I did not see how much it costs though.
I also did not see how much it costs. He may be able to cast it once at Magic 2, depending. He doesn't have the extra magic container from the south of the western continent.
We have an
Oh, look!
Islands East
An
too.
Islands East. This is very good.
Digshake finds the front end of Parappa Cave. Let's see where this takes us. We have an Islands East and Islands West, a central hub maze island. There's our raft tile. And there's the other end of the landmass that Home found, going south. What's the first town on the east gonna be? It's gonna be Darunia with... Oh no!
Oh, okay. Okay, so hard required child today, and most likely hard required trophy. Fairy spell is almost always required in at least one palace. These are standard flags, so all 6 gems are required. T-Bird is required.
Yeah, watch fire spell be something like spell or something.
Shield life.
With the kid in Death Mountain.
Wow.
This seed is getting spicier and spicier.
Okay, so information. Digshake's gonna grab a magic refill here, and
another very funny possibility in that the flute would be required if the boots are beyond the River Devil.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, Gob, the free glove was definitely bait for this seed.
It's gonna be down stab for Digshake. Home finding a nice just dead end here. That's very good.
Oh yeah, we need boots or flute to get further on the east.
Okay, I mean, boots could be the second item in Death Mountain. It's possible. Let's see, what will Digshake do next? Palace dips, maybe? Yep, he's gonna head into Palace 2. And I mean, he's got Fairy Spell. I still haven't seen how much it costs. He's got a glove, so he won't be glove locked out of anything.
It's very reasonable. Like, usually, like, my play is, if GP is on the west, I try to find everything I need and then finish the eastern palaces and the Maze Island Palace. But in this case, it's not a bad idea to just knock these 2 out while you can, especially since they're 1 and 2. Even though 2 can be one of the... Yeah, Fairy's not bad at 49.
Yeah, that's not terrible. He can cast it once.
Yeah, 2 can be especially a trolley palace.
Okay. Homewrecker is also going into Palace 2. He hasn't found Bagoo or Bagoo's Woods or any of the things that put palaces in logic, so...
No, he's gonna be very
he's gonna be if he goes any further, yeah. He's out. That's he's gonna be glove blocked. So
yeah. And
no, he won't. He has a glove. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But
he needs a key or a fairy.
And that's the thing, is there was a key door. I haven't seen any keys in the drop pool yet. So yes. An elevator shaft with many, many options. We love to see it. Okay. Here goes home. Home has now found Bagoo's Wood. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't really have much. I mean, I guess he could go explore Death Mountain, but
that's usually like,
he knows
Death
jump.
Mountain without...
He knows jump is in Saria. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't blame him for wanting downstab before he goes into Death Mountain or the east any further.
And even
at the very
like,
least.
I think there was a vanilla like EM. So even then, you probably want to wait until you have the hammer, just in case like the boulder is somewhere really dumb, so you don't have to go double dip it.
So this is a relatively quick helmet head for digshake. He's taking a death there, but I think the second taste helmet head is also pretty sick. Looked like attack 3 was making some pretty quick work of him. Yeah, this should be no problem. 500 point P bags on bosses today.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be jump spell for Homewrecker. And digshake placing the first gem here.
Yeah, TH, we saw them jump in and turn around, so I didn't get a good look at it.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to call it either Mountains or Caldera yet because no one's explored it, but we're gonna have to go in there, so we're gonna find out.
TH bailing on the item in 2.
Yeah, I mean, you know the hammer's in 6, like, thanks for the raid, ZeldaSpeedRuns. Welcome in, raiders. We are in the somewhat early-ish, the end of the early game of this Z2R Standard Tournament matchup between digshake and Homewrecker. This is round 2 of Swiss. These runners are both 1-0.
Home gets his reflect spell too.
Okay, and now
digshake and get fairy.
Excellent. And now digshake has seen the palace on Maze Island. Has reflect, decides not to go in. Like, it's fine. You know, he's still got low magic levels. Still never went as far south as Homewrecker did in the Western continent to get an extra magic container and heart container. So I don't blame him for wanting to check out the east before dipping into P4. Fairy spell.
Fairy spell. It looks like it was 47 at Magic 3, so it doesn't look like it dropped too much. Oh no, it's still 49.
Okay, so still only one cast at Magic 3, but Homewrecker at least has that extra container.
Yeah. So where are these boots?
Well, I mean, not Palace 4, because we've gotten a hint that we missed for what's on Karak, and these runners both know where Palace 4 is. They would have rushed it. Go west to find the candle, okay?
So it's Medicine Cave or Magic Container Cave. Those are the only 2 caves that we have yet to find in the west.
Digshake gonna grab upstab here in Darunia.
Like Home was trying to get into GP without placing a gem. Bold strategy.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out so well for him. Digshake getting the unfortunate news about the child location.
Look on his face says it all.
Yeah, that was an expression. I don't disagree.
No.
Okay, Homewrecker back into Palace 2 with Fairy Spell, so Palace is now in logic for him as well. We saw a decent amount of options in this one elevator shaft here. Digshake found Helmet Head relatively quickly, so let's see what Homewrecker does here.
Yeah.
Homewrecker has not been back to Mito for downstab. Well, okay, he jumps in the lava. That's what he does first. Now Digshake finding the dead end landmass on. Okay, the realization is set in. It's flute or boots.
Yep. Home is going, oh no. There's another locked door there.
Okay. I mean, this is the way to Helmet Head. We know that. The way that he's going right now.
Yes.
That locked door, we saw Digshake bail after the boss, so that locked door could be an item room, could be boots. We did not have a hint for Palace 2.
Home is also going immediately right and not taking that elevator.
Okay, he's turning around. I'm gonna check the elevator meta.
So up and right is Helmet Head.
Okay, Home is not doing that. He's taking the scenic route. Meanwhile, Digshake is going somewhere on the west. Maybe back to... Okay, so he's gonna go check out this stuff in the south. He's gonna pick up the magic container, the heart container.
Yeah, and get P1.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think Palace 1 is down here. I'm sure he will clear that out.
Oh, and there's a key drop.
Okay.
That's big.
Okay, so they do exist.
And there's our item.
Okay, well,
So,
I mean...
that what we need is either in P1 or in DM.
Yeah, we didn't see any palaces on the east in the little bit that we have access to.
Mm-mm.
Boy, that early glove really was bait. This is fantastic. Home, I don't think you can make that jump, my guy.
At this point,
Okay.
probably best to just up an A and head back to the start.
No, he just yeeted himself up there. Digshake's got his heart container off the grass tile and his magic container out of heart container cave. Yeah, he's gonna see that this is Palace 1. All right. Well, Let's see. Let's see what awaits us in P1. Is it boots? Is it a flute?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gonna be a magic jar, and we have to traverse Death Mountain and find Hammer Cave to get what we need to go further.
That would be rude. That would be so rude. I love it.
And there's a loop for home that will take him actually right where he needs to go to get to Helmet Head, except he's gonna go back down the elevator.
Okay, he's gonna be like, oh no, it's a loop. You know, he doesn't know. It's fine. Okay. He's just gonna go this way because I think he has checked the other things at this point. Tin suits in Palace 1. Okay, so Digshake has seen the key. Okay, that looks... He's on large enemies, maybe? Large enemy
Yeah,
drop
it's
pool?
what it looked like. It looked like they both dropped from Gumas. This P1 has seemed pretty linear up until... I believe this is an elevator room, so up until this point, P1's been very linear.
It has. Okay, here's Horsehead.
God, we got the hint earlier that the hammer was in P6. Home with a very nice Helmet Head fight. And Digshake taking down the horse. So simultaneous boss kills.
Yep, this will be Homewrecker's first gem, Digshake second. Wonder if Digshake will grab the item here.
I think he has to.
I mean, yeah, and at what point, like, if it's not here, you know, do you just rush Death Mountain, or do you go back to Palace 2 if you're Digshake and hope that that heart container is actually just the boots? Okay. I think this is a good call. Palace 1 is short. Item room shouldn't be too much further in. Homewrecker's finally going back for downstab. GG's.
Which makes sense, because, I mean, P2 is on the way to this part of the map, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's a good pickup. It's going to make his traversal of the East and Death Mountain much easier. Uh-oh. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Very good.
Well,
it's so Hammer Cave.
We got us a fun one. And there's no easy way around DM either.
Yeah, this is a seed.
Well done, Gob. Well done. Yeah, because we know the candle is behind the boots or the hammer.
Homewrecker using the fairy feet screen wrap trick to skip that bridge encounter there.
So Digshake's gonna.
Oh, I guess we have Palace 4. We have Palace 4. We have a hint for what's here though, and we missed it. But we know it's not. It can't be progression. They would have come here for it already. Like it can't. Or it's not the boots. It's not the boots. It's not the flute. They would have come here already for this.
That we know of.
Okay, so Homewrecker's going to clear out Palace 1. Which makes sense. It's like we said before, it's short. $200 off Doom Knockers. Okay. It is the flute.
Oh, it is the flute.
Okay, well, that's fine. We can charm the River Devil now, and maybe there's something down there that's useful.
Which makes sense why they didn't rush this, because they were probably hoping the boots were in P1.
Yeah. I mean, 2 islands biomes, you always hope for early-ish boots, you know?
Yeah.
Got decent experience drops off of enemies today.
For sure.
More generous than some recent seeds that I've seen, which is nice
Except
for
when
these
they drop
runners.
jars.
Well, you know. Okay. Horsehead here for Homewrecker. Digshake took a death in this outdoor room. This Doomknocker Red Iron Knuckle combo is a little annoying. He's gonna try and deal with the Red IK first.
Attack 4 really isn't doing much to them.
No,
Tonight.
attack 4 is kind of bad. It's fine. I mean, these runners are both experienced in combat. Okay, Homewrecker is
level ride too, which
he's going away from the item room here.
he doesn't have enough magic to cast to get through the door.
Oh, he has to die or something, or he has to get a drop.
He's trying to level up. I think 840 is magic 5.
Okay, he wants the bubble. This is awful. This is an awful way to do this. I'm sorry that this is what it's come to, Homewrecker. Digshake is now on a Karak hunt.
That might be low enough home that you can get up and jackhammer that bubble. Not anymore. Yeah, this Moa is making it.
This is super annoying with the Moa just trying to burn you alive. But he gets his 100 XP for attack 4, which is, okay-ish. Boots under the forest tile after digging 6 for hammer. I like where you're going with this, Gob. That's very good.
Oh, Home was heading. Okay, I get what Home was doing. Home was going back to level up now to place the gem.
Okay.
To get magic.
I suppose
5, I think I saw was 1490.
I suppose we'll let this slide. Now he's gonna. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Now.
Well done, Mr. Wrecker. Well played.
Down to 38, which is not bad.
No, I mean that's 2 casts with 5 magic jars for both. Yeah. Magic 4 and Magic 5. So,
I didn't see it drop at 4.
It dropped at 4. It is 38 for Digshake as well. So 2 casts is that that's fine. That's better. Okay, Karak. Harder Karak.
Unfortunately, Digshake's going to have to take a death because he does not have enough magic to cast Reflect.
Homewrecker getting the bad news about the item in Palace 1. Unfortunately, we didn't receive any helpful horsehead nays with the Link Doll hints today. Hello, Dr. Earworm. It's true. Digshake does need Mirror Shield, which in this case is the Reflect spell.
Oh no!
Ooh, that was close. So Digshake is using he's okay. It gave him the kill. Interesting. Very interesting. So it gave him the kill. They kind of died at the same time. Similar to like when you jump in the lava after you kill Barba. So he got the kill. That's his third gem on the board.
Exactly. Tie goes to the player.
Well, at least something about this game is fair.
It looks like Digshake is heading back east to see where that River Devil block takes him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Home
that's
in the floor as well.
I feel like it's an either or with the East or Death Mountain at this point. Like, it really is truly a 50-50. You know you have to go into Death Mountain. I mean, I guess maybe you go looking for the hammer first so you can just, like, full clear it if you have to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What's our guy hiding from us today?
There's a lot more of the East available, but
There's a forest tile.
Forest tile.
And we're missing all 3 palaces and 3 towns. Well, 2 towns. So we've got New Kasuto with
fire.
the Excited Fire spell, which, you know... Oh, the 7 magic containers. Homewrecker's going to be so angry when he finds this. There's going to be many face stabs. Let's see if we get something good with fire, or something meh, or something silly.
I'm going to be really disappointed if it's thunder.
Fire already down to 17 at Magic 5, so yeah, hopefully it's not something, you know, something easy. No fire thunder, no fire fairy. We want these guys to suffer.
Finding Karok significantly faster than Digshake.
Yeah, and home using some of the newer, harder Karok strats of not heading over to that far right side of the screen. So it's a little bit of a
asserting
different
dominance
strat.
From
yeah,
the
he is. Asserting. That's true. Hey, Digshake finding some pass-through caves down here. And I think I'm amending my earlier assessment of this eastern continent. I think this is a wet canyon. This is not islands.
Definitely looks that.
Boots still helpful, but you know, not as they become less necessary.
Risen Peabag Cave on Digshake's side has a heart container. Everything is hitting hard in this seed, so that's not a bad find.
Yeah. Enemies are beefy, doing some beefy damage. Right? Gem 3 placed for Homewrecker. These 2 runners are keeping up with each other very well. Very similar routes, similar actions.
Fire's life? Okay.
Life fire, yeah, I think so. Digshake finding Palace 5. And yeah, it did look like life actually heals for more than like 2 stingy bars tonight, which is nice.
So this palace itself can be a game changer.
Yeah, this is the longest palace in the game in the vanilla game by room count. So.
And in the randomizer, it can definitely be the quote-unquote trolliest.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not unheard of to lose 15 minutes in this palace.
Okay, Homewrecker's gonna pick up his flute and get the heck out of here. Let's see what he decides to do.
Home is heading to Death Mountain.
Okay. Divergence.
Oh, there is a way around. Okay. In typical Vix fashion, I missed the one tile that you can walk through.
I mean,
He's not going to explore anymore. That's interesting.
that is quite. I think that without having seen too much of it, that looks like a mountainous death mountain to me.
Yeah.
And when it has that water on the one side like that, boots are extremely helpful for exploration. I like this from Homewrecker, leaving here to go back and see what the flute gets him.
Having a little trouble with the fairy feet.
Yeah, that one took him a few tries. Digshake still on the hunt in Palace 5 for item and or boss Guma. Okay, it's hard to tell how many bars life is actually healing for because, oh, loop. Digshake just got looped back to the front. That sucks. Terrible. He just got booped
You
a few
hate
times.
to see that.
Yeah. Oh, especially in Palace 5. Like, he just cleared a decent amount. This is... Yeah, I think it's at least... Okay, so that's like 4 bars. Life's healing for like 4 bars. That's very good. That's a very generous life spell. Okay.
Digshake heading back down this extremely long elevator, and there was a junction here at the bottom that was a left or a right. And home finding the other palace in the east.
See what we've got. 3 or 6. That's all so this... We have this, and then Valley of Death will have the other of 3 or 6, so...
Which, we have not seen the entrance to Valley of Death yet. Which could be boots locked.
It could be. This is either our hammer or whatever's in Palace 3, which we don't know. Let's wait for windows or a boss or something. See if Digshake is on the path to anything here, except... Hopefully not any more trolley loops. Okay, he's gonna hold left.
To a dead end. I don't know. Would you go looking for a key there? Just in case, since fairy is still so expensive?
Probably not. Okay. I mean, if I'm playing casually, yes. If I am racing, no.
Finding the item, this will give us our answer.
Okay, let's... Oh, no, he doesn't have magic! Now he's gotta die the slowest death ever. Okay, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna go find something to kill him more efficiently. Very good.
Knocker.
Yeah, but much better.
Digshake with the item in 5.
What do we got? Magic key.
That's a good find.
It's a very good find. No more wasting all your magic casting fairy.
So
okay, this is Palace 3.
So that means P6 is in the Valley of Death.
This is a quality seed. I'm very pleased.
And that's good for home too, because P3 is also one of the shortest palaces in the game, so he'll be able to get out of here relatively quickly.
Yeah, this should be a pretty quick boss find at this point, and you know, if he's remembering his hints from earlier in the game, he should know that he's in Palace 3. Okay.
Digshake finding Guma.
Alright,
Oh,
so...
no.
Okay, he can die. Doomknocker can
Yeah.
just, throw things through locked doors. It's fine. Don't question the physics.
I don't question much from NES games.
Okay, Digshake. Making good use of Fire Life. Guma hitting hard with no shield spell, but Fire
Although-
Life super cheap, life healing for 4 bars, Digshake good at combat, easy game.
Guma going down fairly easy at attack 4.
Yeah, I mean, kinda. Digshake definitely took a few flails to the face there, but
How
gets
much
him
of
down.
that, though, was Digshake just brute forcing his way through because...
Some of it, yeah, I'm sure, because you know that you just have super cheap life spell.
Yeah. Home finding Rebanak. And
Yeah.
unfortunately having to take a death because... doesn't have enough magic to get through the door.
Because he went into P3 first and didn't get the magic key. Oh, hey. We were talking about the entrance to the Valley of Death. Look at this here. This is something.
So, this is going to give Digshake the answers that he needs.
Yep, sure is. And I'm not sure if he went far enough to the east, on the east, where he was by P5 to see that P3 was right there, but I'm sure he'll find it after.
I mean,
after
this will
this.
at least give him the hammer, which will unlock the last thing that he needs in the game. Because if anything, he'll see that the force tile is basically nothing, and keep exploring that area.
Yeah, Forest Tile could still be a town, or can it be? Is what's underneath there shuffled? Can it be Nibiru or Okasuto? I think it can be in these flags.
Yeah, it can be a town, it can be a cave.
But at this point, it's not... I mean, we know where Thunder is, we know where the child is. Yeah, they're the face stabs from Homewrecker when he finds out about the 7 magic container requirement. I mean... we've seen all our palaces.
Yep, we've seen all our palaces. The last thing we need is potentially the hammer for Death Mountain, for the kid. This could very well be an Islands biome east without the boots. Or Islands biome west without the boots.
Yeah.
I know my east from my west.
Yeah, it could be. Okay. Home's at full life, so he is not going to realize that fire is the life spell. Fire is the life spell, and life is healing for about 4 bars, so we've got a generous life spell tonight. Digshake into Palace 6, located in the Valley of Death. Yeah, Digshake has been making very good use of cheap fire life.
Yeah.
Okay. Where does Homewrecker go now? I think probably up into... Okay, Risen Peabag Cave, and then probably into Palace 5, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that's my... Because as soon as he walks out, he should be... As long as he can see P5.
I think he can see it. I think he could see it. He should have been able to see it from where he just went into Risen Peabag Cave.
Yeah.
Digshake finding a quick Barba.
Yeah. It looks like Barba's already injured tonight, so...
Get wrecked, Dragon Lady.
Carolyn the Librarian, thank you very much for the raid.
Okay, Homewrecker
Barba...
finding a 7th heart container, which unfortunately doesn't get him into Granny's basement.
Okay, yeah, and you can see, and you can also see the Valley of Death through that connector cave. Only 300 for the dragon tonight. That's disappointing.
You know, she was pretty sick. Digshake made quick work of her, though.
Yeah. Attack
And that
5
is-
is significant improvement over Attack 4.
It always is. That is 5 gems placed now for Digshake. But he does need to go dig the item out of here. Well, he maybe doesn't absolutely need to, but if you know you have to go into Death Mountain to get the child, and you know you're in here where the hammer is, like, this just makes sense.
Home jumping up to get a key, which, unfortunately for him, we know he's probably going to find the magic key almost immediately, because that's usually how things go in Rando. You go out of way to get something that makes your life easier only to find the item that usurps it. Unless he finds Guma first, which is a possibility.
It is, yeah, definitely is. Digshake finding the pass-through version of this Minecraft room here in Palace 6. The enemies on the stairs give that away. Okay, into a dead end. And Digshake got trolled by that nasty loop early on in his Palace 5 adventure, but after that, it seemed like it didn't really take him that long to find the paths to get the things he needed. So let's see how Homewrecker's Palace 5 routing compares with that.
Slacker, that definitely looked like a
That was a dead end.
room.
Here's an item room. So here's our hammer for Digshake.
Rippers are only dropping slimes today. How disappointing.
Yeah, that is disappointing. Okay, so Digshake doing the up and A back to the west. I wonder if he thinks that maybe the palace is under the forest tile. Like, I wonder if he didn't see. He's gonna go do Death Mountain. He's gonna do Death Mountain.
He's gonna do Death Mountain because he has to go get Thunder. Anyway. And traveling back through
Yeah,
the
that's
Valley
true.
of Death
He's
is
got
slower.
he's got to go back to the east anyways for the Thunder. So yeah, this does make sense. I forgot about this. I try and block Death Mountain from my mind at all times, so I forgot that the child was there.
So do we.
Homewrecker has not found item or boss yet. Okay, so
Magic
we're gonna
Container
see.
Cave.
Yeah, we're gonna see what's in Magic Container Cave before.
I think
Before
this
Death
has to
Mountain.
be the boots then, because we got a key hint for the west. Or no, it doesn't have to be the boots.
Be the candle. Yeah, okay, it is the candle.
Okay, so that means the boots are in DM.
This is nice for Death Mountain. Okay, there's the magic key for home. That candle is nice for Death Mountain for Digshake, especially if the child is buried somewhere gross in Hammer Cave. Like, if Hammer Cave is buried in there and he has to go all the way through it, like, candle is not a necessity, but it is a very nice to have.
I guess the boots can still be in Spell Tower, couldn't they? I'm trying to place where these boots could be, because we know we have one more item cave on the west, and that one is boots locked because it was south of...
Yeah, so could be the other Death Mountain item. Could be, we have not seen Desert Tile, we have not seen Sunken Feedback Cave, and we haven't seen either of the overworld text in Nukasudo. So it could be any of those fun places.
Yeah.
And see, with no boots, this just kind of sucks for exploration. Like, you can't just walk up that nice watery side there.
How much you want to bet that cave on the right is Hammer Cave?
That, it looked sus to me earlier, but it could match up with one of these. That would be the icing on the cake for this seed. Boots locked Hammer Cave. That would be very good. Digshake trying to figure out which... Okay, he's gonna... I don't blame him. You can't see the other side of this cave from anywhere on the map.
And was it me or did Home get through this quicker, this P6, P5 quicker than
It
Digshake?
seemed a little quicker. He didn't get trolled by that early loop.
Yeah.
He didn't like immediately go to exactly where everything was, but he didn't get looped back to start either. So I think probably marginally faster than Digshake's Palace 5.
Like, Home's gonna try and double level.
Yeah, I mean, he is pretty close.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Not sure what he has left to kill. Like, this guy is gross.
You at least can get up and jackhammer. Oh. Oh, Homer, you
Dead
please don't
end.
tell me you're on your
Digshake.
last life.
He has
okay,
lots
thank
of
God.
lives. Digshake finding one of those fun dead ends in this. Most likely mountainous, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It might still be a caldera, but I'm pretty sure this is just a mountainous death mountain.
Yeah, I think if it was a caldera, we would have seen it by now.
Okay, Home is going to get his double level. Digshake looking for a rock or a hammer cave. Oh, the lag, the enemy set, all the projectiles, everything, all at once.
It looks like that's a dead end to the north. Yeah, this DM is a bit
This
rough.
DM this is gross. This is really gross. Okay. Oh well. Okay, that cave was sus too, but it's not Hammer Cave. It's just a pass through. Homewrecker heading into Palace 6 here in Valley of Death, and this will be Homewrecker's 6th gem placed once he
Another dead end.
Wow.
Looks like Holm is giving up on the fairy feet and just
ferrying through the cave. We don't know where the raft goes.
Yes,
we've seen
we do. We saw the.
Do?
Yeah.
Well, that's the one tile on Maze Island. Did we see the second tile?
Yeah, it's on the west, south of.
Oh, that's cute.
South of Saria.
That's cute.
Mirai just spitting facts today. Yeah, so unless there's a cave further up than we could see, this is a dead end, so we might be boots locked out of the rest of DM. We are boots locked out of the rest of DM.
Wow.
That is gross. I think. Unless there was a cave that I missed.
From what we've seen from Digshake so far, this is looking like a boots lock. Yeah. Boots in Granny's basement. I mean, I guess we could maybe have a desert tile outstanding with a magic container on it. It could happen. Homewrecker has 6 magic containers. Digshake still only has the 5.
Yeah, there is that forest tile.
Yeah, Sunken Peabag Cave could be under forest tile, or desert tile could be under forest tile. And I'm thinking this is perhaps what okay, no. Yeah, he's got to go south.
This is the classic. I'm racking my brain to figure out where I need to go next, and I'm just going to wander aimlessly until it happens.
This is
No,
nothing.
it's an encounter tile.
Okay, so he's going to go do Palace 3.
Alright, so now both runners basically retracing the steps of each other. Home in 6, dig shake in 3.
Yeah, you know, to Dig Shake's benefit a little bit here, Palace 3 is much shorter than Palace 6, so...
And Home has spent quite a bit of time in this 6.
Okay, he finds Barba quickly.
Yeah, we have not seen the Spell Town yet either.
No, we haven't seen Naburu or Old Kasuto yet. So it could be the hammer is in Palace 6. We got a hint for that early on. And it is hard required. Well, maybe hard required.
EBD.
We know that the child is in Death Mountain, so it could be hard required. There's a 50-50 chance. Okay, Dig Shake is going to grab his 6th magic container here. Homewrecker is making a valiant effort. Homewrecker doesn't know that he has really cheap, good life spell, because when he cast fire, his life was full. Which is really unfortunate, because he's not using it here. He has so much magic.
Down goes Barba. A little bit of a shaky fight, but dying is slower, so...
Dying is definitely slower. Home defeating
the
Barba.
First to place 6 gems.
Yep, Dig Shake won't be far behind, though. This Rebanak fight should be pretty easy for him.
I wonder if he thinks it's Reflect or something.
He might think it's Reflect. He might just forget that he knows it's not fire or thunder, and he knows it's not fairy, and he knows it's not spell. So he might just not care at this point, Yeah, Dig Shake's jackhammers are legit. It's very true. Alright, 6 gems on both sides. Who's going to be the first to the child? This is a race to find the kid that just won't stay at home. I mean, I think that's the real story of Z2 here, is this kid that just keeps leaving. And no one is just like, kid, like, you need to stay home. Like, you're a child, you can't just go exploring the caves of Hyrule. No, so whatever spell you have, like, for instance, if they got the life spell, it would also cast fire. Like, if they went to shoot their sword, it would cast fire. So,
Have we not seen that connector that Dig Shake jumped in and out of? To the left of the east?
maybe not?
That one goes north to Valley of Death. I think that connector to the south, facing west.
That might be the way to the rest of
the
things.
east.
Dig Shake having a little bit of trouble with that first fairy feet attempt. Gets it on the second try.
Yeah, Digshake's heading back up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like this. Okay.
I don't remember there being another way to go up this way.
Yeah, it's just the one town in the swamp,
Yeah.
right? There's nothing
Yep.
else up here, right?
I didn't see anything else.
Oh no. What is this? This is
That's-
oh yeah, this is just the landmass. Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
this.
Yep. Home about to get his hammer now. We'll see if he decides to dive into DM or if he's gonna check and go go through the east to find those boots. Digshake back on the west. Boots very well could be in Granny's basement. We're still missing Desert Tile and Sunken Peabag Cave. Either one of those could have our 7th jar.
Homewrecker, I think, is going to check out the hammerlocked cave that is we know is Magic Container Cave.
With the candle.
Okay, so Digshake never got
Oh, that's right. He never got the
this
heart container out
yeah,
of
he
2.
never got this heart container out of Palace 2. So
And
he
if
is
I
going
remember
to...
correctly, it was buried fairly deep, so this will give some time back to home. Which, if home decides to gamble and head back east versus looking at DM, will put him in fantastic shape.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Homewrecker's route is going to be here. Also interested to see how long it's going to take Digshake to find the item. He's been in Palace 2 once already and beat the boss. Okay, it does look like Homewrecker... Let's see, he is going to Death Mountain.
So, depending on how quickly he notices that it's
all a lie.
all dead ends. Although, I don't know, Digshake not taking that connector is kind of concerning because I'm wondering if he thinks he saw the other end of it and is going to just wander around and see if he can find what he missed. Unless he did see the other end of that connector and we missed it. I don't think we did.
Entirely possible. Homewrecker may be using the kill everything so I can tell where I've gone and where I haven't strategy, which is actually a really good strat
It is.
in these kinds of death mountains, the mountainous and the vanilla lake where it's just wide open caves everywhere. I think it's if you can stay alive long enough in here, it's a good strat to kill stuff.
Just, yeah, murder as much as you can.
Mm-hmm. Oh, home, check fire. Check fire, please. Choose life. No, we haven't seen any. Mirai, we're pretty sure that any progression in Death Mountain is boots locked, we think. We have not seen a rock. We did not. We saw a pretty sus cave that is boots locked that could definitely be Hammer Cave.
And there's the item for digshake.
See, yeah, now I think he's
Home
like,
is
what the
coming to the
hell do I do
realization-
here?
Yeah. Now I think Home is also
And-
coming to the realization that he's going to need the boots to get anywhere else on DM.
Well, and here's the thing, is, we know the East is a canyon. It's a wet canyon biome. There are potentially little pockets of the Eastern continent that they have missed. That maybe are locked by things, but more than likely, like, there's a cave that they missed, there's a path that they missed, there's literally a tile that they, like, it could be like that.
It's very simple. Like, as someone who has missed single tile gaps that lead to where you need to go, it's entirely possible that that's just you're in the moment, you're thinking, and you're like, okay, where do I go? What do I do? And all that, and you just don't, it slips your mind, and you don't see where you have to go.
Digshake is second guessing himself in Death Mountain. He is going back in. Homewrecker also in Death Mountain. This is his first trip in. Okay, so the Sus Cave did have a connector. So yeah, this is looking pretty boots locked, Vix.
Oh, it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, this is a seed that exists. Okay, yeah, Holmes should realize there's no large enemies in here. So yeah, he knows he's been through here before.
Yeah, GP is immediately north of North Palace.
Yep, we've seen all of our palaces. We are missing 2 towns still on the Eastern continent. We are missing both items in DM. We don't know where those locations are. Desert Tile, Water Tile, Sunken Peabag Cave, and both Nukasudo checks. And we are also missing Medicine Cave on the west, which is boots locked.
Yep.
But yes, the child is in Death Mountain in one of those 2 missing locations for a required Thunder spell in Darunia.
Yeah, no one in this call has ever walked a T-Bird without Thunder once before.
It's never happened. Look, if it makes you feel any better, my sister was in her 30s before I mentioned that, you have to cast Thunder to be able to hurt the T-Bird. And that was the first time that she put it together, that she needed Thunder for T-Bird. So, we played this game a lot as kids, so don't feel bad.
Alright, Home has left Death Mountain, and it looks like he's heading back east. Digshake is already back east.
Yep.
So,
and this has got to be the play. It's got there's just something here. We know it's not the forest tile. That's just a desert encounter.
Unfortunately, there's no more to the east there.
Okay, have we seen this connector before on Digshake's side?
He saw it and turned around, and I think that's why he was confused.
Okay,
But
so maybe this is...
I believe this has to be it. I don't think there's another way.
I was going to say, I'm not sure what options we have left. Like, if it's not this, then I'm going to start wondering whether this is a beatable seed.
There's our desert tile.
Okay. And that's
With
the cross. But there's a bridge to another cave here. This is fun. This is a fun seed.
What is it going to be? Is it going to be boots, or is it going to be another magic jar? Because I almost think this has to be sunken.
Sunken. Yep. Okay.
Boots or magic jar? What are we calling?
Magic jar.
For ultimate hilarity.
see what we got.
It's a jar.
Yes. Okay. Okay, folks. Okay, Homewrecker's gonna find this stuff. He's gonna.
I hope you all are ready for a meltdown after the race.
He's gonna die first, and then he's gonna find this stuff that digshake just found through this connector. Oh boy, what a speed.
This makes me very glad I am sitting here and not in either one of those chairs.
Yeah, I think Granny has to have the boots. Well, yeah, I mean she has to, right?
Yeah, there's nothing else that it could be.
Because
we haven't found spell yet.
Like those, I mean, and there's no towns over here, so
nope.
Yeah, it's just got to be. You know, I know we usually blame the seed roller for these kinds of things, but I'm pretty sure that Home cursed this seed when he named his save file Get Hecked Granny.
I could agree with that.
So, Gob, you're off the hook tonight. We're gonna blame this one on Home. There it is. There it is. Digshake is first to the boots.
Remember an hour and 15 minutes ago when we said it was a free seed because the glove was the first thing they found?
I mean, you know, Digshake is almost in go mode. He's in no mode at least at an hour 20. Yeah, seed's not free. We lied. we cursed them. We cursed them too. Oh yeah, blame Trez. That's right. This is ZSR. We just blame Trez. That's right. I forgot where I was at.
It's too bad he's streaming without a camera for this one. I would love to see his reaction.
He's so mad. You know he's so mad because he knows what he has to do. Okay, here's a very sus-looking cave, and it is Hammer Cave. Digshake's gonna.
And okay, there's the
free rock. Free rock. Look at just go to do
and there's
everything.
There's the kid. Okay.
Go do everything in a linear fashion to get the boot for a free rock. Digshake doesn't even care what's in Hammer Cave. He's out.
121:30-ish. Digshake has hit go mode.
See, you know, I think if Homewrecker would just stop stabbing Granny so much, he'd probably be nicer to him. Okay, here we go. Let's take this child home so we can get the Thunder Spell. It seems like a very, very fair trade. You know, you have your kid back, I get to cast Thunder. Fair trade. Homewrecker's about to also perform child rescue here. Meanwhile, Digshake beelining for GP. Okay, 123.17, barrier up in GP for Digshake. Oh, this background. I was willing to tolerate this mint green palette, but this background is gross. I'm glad that it's fire linked to another spell and no dash. That would be not fun on the eyes. All right.
We got a couple lefts immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So
what
this race is
GP.
still not over.
Yeah, this is still a race for sure.
I mean, unless Home can't find Darunia.
Which, home please, home please, go south, sir. No,
North.
go north, sir. Yeah, see, Digshake, I think he up and A'd and went back that, like, through Maze Island to the east, which was kind of good because Darunia was like that first time. Oh wow, this east is
Amazing.
canyons. Just wet canyons roll so gross sometimes. Okay, he should find it going this way. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna
There's a
go
town in a water tile.
Look at how dumb this is.
The down stab block on Digshake's side? Yeah, down stab block.
Sure is.
Yeah, Home not having figured out that life spell was fire.
Yeah.
Shield isn't the worst thing in the world.
It's really unfortunate because it's such a good life spell for once.
Not
Okay,
bad
chicken
of a
and
waffle
waffles
room.
are, yeah, this isn't terrible. The fireballs from that spicy chicken are gonna mostly get stuck. You gotta watch out for these Mews though, okay, Digshake kind of putting on a clinic for that one, but
yeah,
sometimes
everything
those
in GP
Mews
just
can
hurts.
those Mews can pop out and be hit you in the face before you even realize what's happening.
Mm-hmm. And they made the enemies in GP hit way harder.
Kingbot. Tyveri Kingbots in the chat. Okay, Homewrecker gonna grab his upstab. Digshake taking the chance on the 50-50. He's gonna go back for it, try and get a jar and not a red chicken. And I think he can. Yeah, he can't hit that without jump spell.
Yeah.
So get wrecked, I guess.
Oh, and there's T-Bird.
Okay. Digshake taking the death so he can cast Thunder.
Pardon me.
And now Homewrecker's going to be into GP here momentarily. Let's hope this is a GP that is pleasing to Mirai and that we don't have an immediate Dark Link. Let's,
we have seen a couple left, so depending on
how
long those junctions are.
Hopefully they're just 2 rooms in a dead end, so we can see plenty of
that or they loop into each other.
Plenty of GP fun after T-Bird is what we're hoping for. Digshake doing a good job on the pendulum strats.
Pallet's not so bad to see the fireball. Sometimes when you get a red pallet and all
that is true.
At least you can see the fireball pattern.
That's T-Bird down for Digshake.
Oh, good old Kingbot.
We love Kingbot.
2 rooms after Thunderbird is Dark Link.
Okay, well, fine game, sure.
Overall, this was a very close race.
This was very close. Wow. See, look at this. The seed made Mirai sad. He's crying now. He can't even preheat the oven through the tears. GG's to digshake.
GG's to digshake with a time official race time.gg time of 1 hour 29 minutes and 8 seconds.
Let's see. Home might not be, since he's already in GP. He may or may not be watching the race room. We'll see here if he keeps going. Also see if we can.
Honestly, the biggest difference was digshake getting Bagu significantly earlier than home to let him get fairy spell quicker.
Yeah.
It just goes to show when you have runners of this caliber, it's something that simple that could lead to a major discrepancy.
Looks like Homewrecker is going to keep going for now. And digshake is going to pass on the interview. GG's to him. Very well done.
I believe the other race is going to get the Mirai VOD rebroadcast later this evening.
Okay, I think we definitely saw digshake come this way. I'm not sure if this is the path, but I think it came. Okay,
that is at the start of the palace.
That is a loop.
And home is going
good.
Left.
Interesting. He's also just getting king botted over and over again. Wow.
It makes sense. Like, you go all the way to the right.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm back at the palace, or I'm back at the start, and I got this left that's right here. That is a gnarly room.
Extremely
you don't have a lot
room.
of space to get around the blue chickens.
Wow. Blue chickens are certainly present on this left side of GP. See, this is the GP that Mirai always wanted in his heart of hearts, right here, this left side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think this is a
Jump
different...
up that block.
I think this is a different room. We saw digshake go through one of these rooms from the other side where it's a down stab block.
Yeah,
I think this is a different. I don't think it had the two bubbles, so I think this is
it did not. It had a rope and a bot, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And like sometimes you can definitely sometimes there's just diverging paths. You can find your way, going a different way. He might find his way to T-Bird.
And with that note, Homewrecker has decided to forfeit from the race.
GG's to Homewrecker.
GG's. See if we can get home in for chat.
Yeah, it looks like we are joined by Mr. Homewrecker. GG's home.
GG's. If I haven't taken the time to say this recently, I'd like to point out how much the granny in this game sucks. This granny can get hecked. I hate her. I wish you would get deleted from the game. Ellendar, if we can do that, please, I will pay whatever amount of money it takes. I am absolutely sick of this granny. This granny can get shucked as far as I'm concerned. Also,
Yeah,
by the way,
but-
GG's to digshake. Very well played.
Yeah, honestly, the
Very
big
good,
difference
very
in the
good.
seed was just digshake finding Bagu a few minutes before you, and that kind of opened everything up.
Yeah, that was really weird early game because I was searching forests with intention, trying to find them. I had a feeling that was going to be a thing, and then the forest that it was in, I just skipped past it early on, and yeah, I had to do the full clear and then come back, which was unfortunate.
Which makes a lot of sense because like you check the forest that was like the smallest amount and then just kept going, and it could like 7 to 8 times out of 10 that could work in your favor. It's just this one, unfortunately, rando being rando.
Yeah, I mean there were a decent amount of chunks of forests and that looked like they could have been the one. So
What
it is. I don't feel bad about that.
No, you both played well. It was close. It was close pretty much the whole time. One unfortunate thing you definitely missed because you checked fire when your life was full is that you had cheap life spell and it was healing for 4 bars.
Oh, I definitely thought it was reflect.
Yeah, we figured that.
I think I checked it 3 times, but I guess my life was full every time. Oh well. Yeah, that might have been helpful in GP, I guess, but I mean.
Yeah,
by the
time, yeah. Well, by the time you got it, it wasn't like a super game changer, and it wasn't really a game changer for either one of you. It's just like a nice quality of life thing.
Yeah, it made things significantly easier.
Did we both do the DM search
Mm-hmm.
at some point before?
Both of you were
reboots?
very confused for a while.
I mean, I remember like looking at it the first time I kind of dipped and looked around a bit, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't good." I remember seeing a cave specifically on the right side by the water that was boots locked, and I'm like, "Oh gosh, I'm probably gonna need boots." But after getting 6 crystals, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go back and risk it." And then yeah, did the entrance roulette, and nothing panned out. I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
it's just that's the unfortunate layout of it this time. It's all the dead ends at the south end of the DM. And then as soon as you get boots, you have a free hammer cave and a free rock. Because, of course.
Yeah. There was a part of me that was like, maybe I just dodge the hammer and hope that it's hammer cave too.
Yeah, I could see that.
Early on in P6, but considering where P6 was, I was like, there's no way I have to get this.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Can you two provide me some insight on the proper GP route here? Because this is the longest GP I've seen playing on this flag set.
Go right. It's a lot of rights.
Just keep going right? Okay.
Where you went over the room with lava pits and the orange chicken, there where you ferried over that, if you stayed going down the elevator and go right, that was the correct path.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it was another one of those kind of a lot of options up front, but then, it was the
Dark Link right after.
it was like 2 rooms.
Two
yeah,
rooms, yeah.
It made Mariah so sad that he couldn't preheat his oven on time.
Well, he's gotta know if Thunderbird isn't in the first 2 rooms or 3 rooms, then Dark Link's probably right after. At least that's what I've seen.
It's
so much with this flag set.
It does seem to happen that way quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, well, heck, I mean, that's unfortunate for me, but you both said it was a pretty close race, so that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Like I said, the one thing was the biggest thing was digshake getting to Bagu and getting that fairy spell faster. That was about it.
Like, how much of a difference was that? Like 3 or 4 minutes? Was it 5 minutes? Was it like?
He went south. He went south first. Like that was his route when he opened in the way. Like he went there. I mean, I'm bad at like how long does it take when I'm calming a race and time means nothing, but
it was a couple minutes.
Yeah, right. It was
because he did not go around, or he didn't go south like you did to find one in the other caves until after he had ferry.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, and then Home also kind of got lost looking for Darunia again.
It had been so long since I'd been there, I forgot it was just the cave up from the
Yeah,
bridge tile.
that's fair.
So I did the lap, and I knew like I was going into territory that I hadn't been. But I was like, well, maybe I'll pick up shield, and literally I did that. So at that point, the race wasn't over, so I thought either I'm in this or I can't do anything about it at this point. I didn't think it was that close, so.
Yeah, it was like 3-ish minutes into GP between the two of you.
Okay.
Yeah, about like 3.5, somewhere like that.
Checks out. All right. Well, once again, folks, if you have seeds that where you require Granny, delete them. Don't play them. Just forfeit. I think that's the best route.
Pro gaming advice here. You heard it here first, everyone.
I wouldn't go so far as to say pro, but save your sanity. Forget about Granny.
Very good.
The worst part was getting that jar. Like, I had to go through that whatever connector that I had forgotten to get to, what was it, Sunken Pea Bag Cave? To get that jar. That was disgusting. Just to go back to Granny for boots? Ugh.
Of you, or Digshake walked around quite a bit, because I think he thought he went to the other side of that connector cave, and so he lost a little bit of time. This was a very back and forth race.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a pretty gross chain, though. You're not wrong. Go through the random connector cave to get the magic container to go to Granny's basement. It was not great.
Gross, yes. Funny, also yes.
Also yes.
To go to DM to get the kid who should have just been also just left on Death Mountain. You can sit in that Volcano forever, as far as I'm concerned, child. To get Thunder. Yeah, this seed felt great until fire wasn't Thunder. Then it felt awful. That's my assessment of it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment, I think. Any final thoughts? I am out of witty comments about this seed. Final thoughts?
Same.
Guys?
I don't have anything else.
Thank you both for picking up comms and JLo and Gob and Slacker and everyone else that has been helping out with this restream. Appreciate it, you all. That's my final thought, aside from Heck Granny and GG's Digshake.
Yep, GG's to both of you, Digshake, Homewrecker. With that, we will turn it over to our restreamer to take us home.
I think you went over most of it, but once again, give a follow to our runners, Digshake and Homewrecker, for the performance they put on tonight. I also want to thank our commentators, Vic Schreider and Royale with Cheese, and our tracker, JLo, behind the scenes. We got one last race coming up that'll actually be a VOD restream on Mirai's channel. Plus, I believe we have an ALTTPR race later tonight on the main ZSR channel, so go check those out. But other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.